All right, shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. For giving me the spirit to do this video. Call Imlah, Allahayinawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that are well. Strong salutations to your brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and in sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shai, Barakatum Stro for elect, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David, the elect. And this is the video I've been meaning to get to. A video I've been meaning to do. The spirit allowed me to do it right now, today. So we're gonna get it done. We're gonna knock it out the way. The last video I posted was on them New Covenant guys, those New Covenant bug outs, and I was having a hard time with that video, getting it uploaded, getting the sound right on it, and I don't want to say it take a lot to do these videos and put them up, but us in this captivity, being consumed with our day-to-day lives, and we try to get it moving. I want my production to be at least 7 videos, and it's been times where I've been consistent. I've been at it, getting them up. It's just about getting the sound, because you having to do a video, upload it, then have no sound. You have to go back. You have to record. So you have to record so let's say you did a video for like an hour. You gotta be able to record that video. You gotta record that video over that same amount of time, right? And there's no telling if it works, if it gets recorded. So a lot of this stuff can be it actually can be time consuming, especially and I don't really want to. Okay, let's move on to the next. No, I want to get these videos up. I want the edification to go out for the body, man. At the end of the day, this is not about being a quota or how many videos I can get out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all of Yahweh Shema Shai. Let me get that scripture, man. Because at the end of the day, the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai counsel gonna stand regardless. All right, it's gonna stand regardless, man. All right, this is Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh, that shall stand. So regardless if I got a quota or on a production rate, or at least 7 videos coming out of one of my YouTube channels, all right? And I might not meet that. It may take a while to get back to where I'm at. Maybe that's, the Lord want me to shut up. I ain't gonna say the Lord took the spirit from me, or, the Lord threw some water on me. Because regardless if you on fire or not, you gotta be consistent. That's where the discipline come in. When you don't feel like it, when the spirit ain't on you, that's where you gotta keep going. You really gotta be steadfast. That's what steadfast going into. Satan. Satan. He's doing stuff, but at the end of the day, the word gonna go out, man. Yahweh Shai is undefeated, and that New Covenant video I put up, it's up. I had to upload. I was able to screen record most of it, and I was uploaded that. It got uploaded with the sound, and then I screen recorded the rest, and I uploaded that, and it was the sound. So guess what? The edification still went out, man. All right, so call out Yahweh Shema Shai, and you demons, you devils, you Edomites, you never gonna win, man. All right, now this is a video again set up as when I say again, I meant to set up as a defense for the gospel's sake, man, to warn the flock, to warn the sheep. Okay, and like I said, it's a video I've been meaning to do, but it's all of Yahweh Shema Shai anyway. Okay, and it's pretty much a response to Watchmen for Israel video they did 2 months ago. All right, February 4th, 2023. All right, and it's called 666 and the Mark of the Beast. All right, 666 and the Mark of the Beast. And what it is, April the 19th. And when I said I meant to have, do this video, the response, it wasn't in February because you check the history, even going back to my Israelite Calvary, I was doing other videos. So it ain't like we just waiting for you niggas to just we wait. Nah, man, we we gotta work ourselves, man. Like what Yahawashi said, all right, the harvest is full, but the laborers there are a few. So it's so much shit to go in, man. And really, if I can understand, like for my situation, if you ain't got videos up, if you having trouble uploading videos, whatever. But if you not doing videos, whatever, just cause you don't know what to talk about or you just don't feel like it, man, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. All right, you niggas is weak, man. It's like I said, man. The Yahawashi said what? That the harvest is many. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but the laborers are a few. Here you have it. This is a topic that came out February the 4th. And look, man, we're not just gonna drop our look, we're not gonna drop our business, what we got going on to teach the flock. Now we're gonna get to it. This is why this is why the scriptures like Habakkuk 2 is written. All right, 2nd Ezra the 4th chapter is written. All right, Ezekiel the 12th chapter is written. All right, 2nd Peter the 3rd chapter. This is why because the Most High got everything planned out, man. The Most High ain't gonna just stop what he's doing just to attend to some niggas, man. And that's the same spirit I'm in, man. I ain't about to just stop what I'm doing just to attend to some niggas. No, the harvest is many and the laborers are a few. When we get to it, we're gonna get to it, man. But therefore, we still grinding, man. All right? There's other stuff that gotta be taught. They gotta be grinded out. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta be meted out. You know what I'm saying? So this is why it may seem like, oh, why did it take so long? Nah, it ain't that it took so long. It's so much to go into. It's so much prophecy popping off. All right, but when we able to now it's time to tend to niggas to reprove niggas. All right, to chastise niggas. All right, to give niggas their reproof. You see, I dropped a video on the New Covenant guys, which I've been meaning to drop in December, but those through the Spirit. That shit just grew, I saw that shit. I saw that shit was gonna be a problem way back in December, but that shit grew, and I got to it last week or a week and a half ago. However you want to do it. So now I'm getting to this, man. All right, and if you ask me, all right, it's a hell of a what is it? What you call it? An overturn rate, return rate. All right, hell of a fast, man. We getting to you niggas as fast as we can. All right, and this gonna be a good one. And I had to say that because, this in this truth laboring, it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. Like you always gonna have some type of opposition, even when doing the work and trying to get these videos out. It's a struggle sometimes, man. All right, especially if you don't have the type of support these other guys have, man. So that's just something to say as well. That's something to say as well, man. Now, you got these guys watching for Israel, pushing this false doctrine that the mark of the beast, all right, that the mark, right, the MOTB is not physical. Right? That is not physical, man. You see? When the mark is literally, we're gonna go into it. All right, you got the stigma. Okay? The mark of the number, when John, which we're gonna get it, man. I don't want to jump the gun, because there's a lot to go into. But the mark, when you read about the number, and this is why I stop right here, because they about to go into it, but they break this down completely wrong. They literally butchered it. They skip it. The mark is literally the stigma, man, which is which is physical. The charagma, the charax. When you go into that number, the 666, when you go like chi, stigma, all right, 666. That 6 is for the stigma, man, which involves a poking. All right, the stigma is the Greek, the sixth Greek letter, which involves what? Six, right? Or six stigma, or another word for six is sexus or sex, which is the Latin for six, which means to cut. This is why six or six sex or stigma or sexes. All right, when you have when you have sex with a woman, all right, what does sex mean? It means to cut. What are you cutting? All right, well, the woman's virginity, her hymen. You're separating, you're dividing. All right, her hymen, which happens what? Which is the blood, right? The blood, popping the hymen, the blood of having sex with a virgin, which the blood represents the covenant of the marriage, which is sex. This is why you can only have sex with a virgin, because sex means to cut. When you have all right, sex is a compensation of marriage. It's the ceremonial act to complete the marriage, which is sex. What is marriage? A man and a woman. All right, a woman. All right, I'm supposed to deal with one man because you only have one hymen. The blood represents the covenant between her and that man, and she goes outside of that act. She defiled the bed. Is what? It's adultery. All right, this is why even if a woman depart from a man or whatever, all right, she's not supposed to deal with another man, but stay unmarried until she be reconciled with her husband. If she does get with another man, that's adultery, and that other man, previous her first husband, cannot get back with her. All right, the bed is defiled. Is why the scriptures say you can't sow the land with diverse seeds. All right, this is how, in sex and intercourse, they're similar, but they're different. All right, sex can only be between a man and a virgin. All right, and once a man has sex with his virgin, that is his wife, the marriage is compensated. All right, and they're married, man. And they have a thing called, what you people call sex. It's not actual sex. It's called conjugal rights. You can look it up. That's why it says his duty of marriage shall he not diminish. The duty of marriage between a man and a woman is their sexual intercourse. They're married because they already had sex. He already popped her. I mean, he cut her hymen. Her hymen, it was sealed. On the box. Vagina, whatever. However you want to do it. The hymen is a seal. He broke the seal. All right. It's freshly wrapped, new, however you want to do it. All right, which he popped her. All right, which that's synonymous. We know the Greek sexes, what's it called? Sextus, right? Sextus, sex, six. You can look this up. I'm gonna go into it, but we're gonna have to get some of the still right there. The mark, charagma or charax. When you go into the number of the beast, which is 666, 660, and 6, that 6 is stigma, which is synonymous with 6, right? Obviously 6, the Latin 6, sex, all right, which means to cut, because 6 or 6 is interchangeable, which is stigma, which means to cut, a sharp cutting, to poke, you see? You know what I'm saying? This is why, if you ever had sex with a virgin, the woman, what would she say? She'd say it feels like you stabbing me, you cutting me. You see? So let's get, what I'm saying? So let's get that squared away right there. All these guys talking, what I'm saying? No. The literally the 6 and 666 involves cutting. Stigma. You see? The stigma, the charax, the charagma, right, involves a cutting, a sticking, a poking, or etching. You see? Anyway, I'm gonna let this play. We're gonna let these guys put their foot in their mouth. All right? And this is all love, by the way. I ain't got nothing personally against Watchmen for Israel. personally, I actually like these guys, you know, but it ain't about me. It ain't about me personally or emotions. It's all about the truth, man. And see, really, you know, the truth is undefeated. Yahweh Shai is undefeated. And that's what it's all about, man. It ain't about how I feel, how this person feel, how she feel, how they feel. It's about the truth, man. You know, it's about being a realist, dealing with reality. You know, stating shit for what it is. All right, and so I'm gonna let this play, and we're gonna get into it.
To be completely destroyed. Same thing as America, right? No, I want pull up. I had something on Google Docs. Let's say Revelation. Let's scroll to the top. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, right? Read that.
The book Revelation, chapter 12 and verse. Fuck it. 2 Corinthians, chapter 12 and verse number 6.
7.
7. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure.
Right.
For this thing I besought the Lord thrice.
I did what?
I besought the Lord thrice.
I besought the Lord 3 times. Because 3 is emphasis. There's something called the rule of 3. The rule of 3 says when you say something the 3rd time, it drives the point home. Right? It's set in stone. So it's 666 because it's complete destruction. All right?
Let's go to 1 Samuel 3 and verse 4, and we can read down to verse number 8.
1 Samuel chapter 3 and verse number 4. Right? It reads.
So it has nothing to do with a barcode.
I know, right?
It's in the scriptures.
And that the Lord called Samuel, and he answered, "Here am."
All right, and we're gonna stop it right there. All right, it has nothing to do with a barcode. Correct. The 66. It don't have nothing to do with a barcode. All right, we're gonna break it down properly. You know, we're gonna break it down properly. The stigma, which is the 6, because it's 3 score. What is it? It's 300. 600, 3 scores, and 6. Okay, 600, 3 scores, 6. Chi, Chai, stigma. The Chi represents what? The 600. All right, Chi. The Chai represents what? The 3 score, which is 60. 3 scores, 6. All right, we got 1 score is 20. All right, 2 scores, 40. 3 scores, 60. A score is 20. 4 scores, 80. So 3 scores is 60. That's the Chi. And the stigma is the 6. All right, and we're gonna go into each one and break it down properly and show you. All right, and we can really call this the proper breakdown of the number of the beast. All right, not what you about to witness right here. All right, and whoever, you know what I'm saying, the 666 had nothing to do with a barcode. Nothing to do with a barcode. Now, you know, the stigma, you know, when you fully plugged into the number of the, because this with the number of the beast is literally the system. All right, this new world order. You know, this is why John say he didn't have understanding, because when I go into it, it's all gonna line up. All right, the MOTB, that mark, the M or the stigma, the charagma. I gotta find another word for mark. I'm just say stigma, because that's what the 6 stand for. The stigma is plugging you into the system. That's the token. All right, so that's how, you know, in so many words, the stigma. If you want to talk about a barcode, well, that's the shit that you would scan. The barcode is the stigma. It has nothing to do with an actual a barcode. The tag, the barcode is the RFID tag, man, that you put in your body, that you can have. You know what I'm saying? That stigma, you know, what they're gonna poke you All right, they're gonna open up your body, your flesh, whatever. All right, and put under your skin. All right, this this digital or this electronic, this technology device, a technology tag. I'm trying to look for the right word. A technical device, man. All right, that you can use in the new in the NWO in this new world system. It's about to be set up, man. You know, this is how you're gonna stay on the grid. They're gonna fully, you know, you hear talks about the CBDC, all right, the central bank digital currency. Well, that's what it's going into. You hear talks about the you know, if you into, you know, which everybody should know about the crypto, the Ethereum. You got Bitcoin and you got Ethereum, which I'm gonna get into that. You know, literally these devils gonna change the way how a society is ran on an economic standpoint. This is what the NWO is all about, man. All right, where you can better enslave the world without, you know, putting your, without, you know, the debt, you know, which what these elites do from the U.S. They enslave the world with the reserve note, which is literally backed by nothing. They print it out of thin air, and this is how they enslave the world. But they put their base in so much debt, you know. So they say, okay, use this. We're gonna pay you this, and this, which you never gonna pay off. All right. So they're gonna fully get rid of the debt, not paying it off. All right, but bringing in a new way of currency. All right, which is you, the people. All right, and this is their false sense of a paradise, which, you know, which I'm gonna get into, but it has nothing to do with some a barcode that's 60. No. All right, the barcode is the device, is the stigma. That's what you will scan. That's what you will do to buy and sell. All right.
And he ran unto Eli and said, Here am I, for thou callest me. And he said, I called not. Lie down again. And he went and lay down. And the Lord called yet again Samuel. And Samuel arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And he answered, I called not, my son, lie down again. Now Samuel did not know the Lord, did not yet know the Lord, neither was the word of the Lord yet revealed unto him. And the Lord called Samuel again the third time.
For emphasis.
And he arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And Eli perceived that the Lord had called the child.
Right? And why did Eli know that? Because he understood that 3 times, that's a spiritual number, man. To bring home the point, to make something known, to make sure that it is solidified. Shoot, you keep going on with acronyms for that.
Right.
Or synonyms.
You can get the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 74.
Same
All
man.
right, we're gonna speed it up because I want Nightcrawler to go ahead.
What had to play out? Read on.
Break it down because they getting precepts.
Let's get one more.
Which we're gonna deal with that when they talk about precept, this and this. We won't stop Salaki. We're gonna deal with that when they talk about precept, this and this. I'm gonna ask, you know, because these guys took forever. Like, you know, somebody in the comments, you know, said 5 hours to break down the MOTB. I know somebody lying. Right. You know, somebody is lying. You know, they breaking, you know, they breaking this down wrong, man. All right. And they pussyfooting around with, you know what I'm saying? They hiding behind precepts, you know, which, you know, if you know what I'm saying, like let's stop playing games, Jake. You know, which I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna let these guys talk. Gotta fast forward. I'm gonna let him say what he gonna say about this.
Heard the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath.
You see that? Now when you looking on the screen right here,
Con. Finally. All right. We probably didn't wasted like 7-8 minutes trying to get them to get to this. All right.
7, 70, and 7,000. That equals 777. Right? That's the number. That's the number of the Most High. 7 is completion. 70 and 7,000. Right? We just went into Revelation 11 chapter. Went into Matthew the 18th chapter. We went into the number 7. That's the right hand side. Give me a false balance. Give me Proverbs 11 and 1.
Proverbs.
The beast number is 6, 60, and 600, which is 666. All right, so bring that up.
The book of Proverbs 11 and verse number 1. A false balance.
A what?
A false balance.
Right?
Is abomination to the Lord.
So there's a righteous being sealed on the right hand, and there's a wicked seal on the right hand. There's a righteous having the Lord mind in your forehead, and there's a wicked branding on your forehead. There's a righteous image, there's a wicked image. There's a wicked number, there's a righteous number. That's the balance and the duality of the Most High. Right? That's what makes it perfect. Read that again.
A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
Right?
But a just weight is his delight.
Now, can you go into this, pull this up, Baba Kashar, on the blue letter. We're going to go into it. Right? 666, Revelation 13 and 18. So what you're looking at on the screen are your Greco alphanumeric characters. Right? One is 6, that represents 6. The other one is 60, and the other one is 600. Can you close out of this, King? And we're going to pull this back up, but pull up the Greek alphanumerical code so we can go into it. Right? Just like in the Hebrew. Brothers know the Hebrew. Abba, Gada, Hawa, Zakataya, Kalabana, Sa'aipa, Tazakarashata. Each character has a number, right? A is 1, Ba is 2, Ga is 3, Da is 4, etc.
Right, and he correct. All right. Ah to Yah is 1 to 10. And then from Ka to Tha is 20 to 400. All right. When you get to Yah, they go to 10 all the way to 100. Right. And then, what is it? I think Qua is 90. After the letter Qua is 100. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe to Zah. Or maybe to Zah is 90 and Qua is 100. I'm not sure. But Tha is 400. Right? I believe Shah is 300. Shah maybe 200. So from A to Yah is 1 to 10. From Ka to Tha is 20 to 400. Right? You're right. Now, he gonna tell you about the Greek alphabet, which is, I ain't gonna say the same, but it's similar. Right? So you got, Alpha, right? All the way to Omega. Now, you got Stigma, you got Chi, you got Chi in there. Now, let's see if he gonna deal with this, man. Now, since he's saying all this, he should be such a scholar and to know that these letters, right? Even when you want to deal with the Hebrew, right? Let's deal with the longest chapter in the Bible. Psalms 119. It's for all you damn scoffing ass niggas out there that say, the Hebrew, that don't believe in the Hebrew, man. All right. Well, what is Psalms 119? What is that dealing with, man? All right. You got 176 precepts, verses. All right. 176 precepts, which is divided into 22 sections, which has 8 precepts in one, because 22 times 8 is what? 176. Because that's 22 letters to go from all the way to the A to the Tha, right? It's written. It ain't but it ain't like the letters, but it is the letters. It's written in like Yiddish form, like the Aleph, the Bath. Okay. What is it? Gamel. Deleth, Zayn, Jod. All right, but those are actually representations of the Paleo Hebrew, man. You see? A lot of you guys don't even know what that was going into, man. Psalms 119, David was pretty much, he made a Psalms dedicated to the holy tongue, man, of praising Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. All right, and each letter had a meaning. That's why each section, it had a certain type of subtopic, but the point remained the same, and that was giving praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Now, the Greek in this, let's see if he gonna go into that, man. All right, because to me, he got the knowledge, he know this, but he's not dealing with it, man. All right, it's like he's hiding, he's beating around the bush. Okay, so we're gonna let him play some more, give him a benefit of the doubt, and let him speak.
Get down, the design, it goes 10 and etc. Right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 300, 400. That's how you count the numbers. So characters have numerical values too, right? The Hebrew.
All right, Con, so let's see. So what about the mark? What about the number of the beast, man? What about the 603 score 6? So what is the numeric value? It has that numeric value. So what about the meaning behind it? Because just like you know, I know, and most of the body, what the elect know, you know, if not, they will know. All right, that these different characters have meanings behind them. All right, they have a certain spiritual meaning behind them, man. Especially when the precepts are involved. Okay.
The Greek. So what John did was he put this number in, he codified it. So only the people that's reading it can understand what this code is and what this represents. You have to go to images. All right. Yeah, just go to images. They should pull up like a chart. All right.
How we gonna fast? Okay, we don't gotta fast. Boom, they get straight to it.
All right, scroll down. Go down. All right, get that one. This one on the left right there, yeah. All right, now if you're looking at that, Yahweh Shah said, I'm the Alpha and the what? Omega. That's the first and the last. The first letter of the Greek, the last letter, right? Omega, technically. So each character has a Greek value to it, or each Greek character has a numerical value, just like the Hebrew, because they get it from the Hebrew. Alpha goes back to Aleph. Beta goes back to what? Bayat. Gamma goes back to what? Gamal. Delta goes back to what? Dalat, etc. So these Greek characters, they get
exactly what I just said. All right.
From the Hebrew. If you look, each number equates to a Hebrew character. Brother, see that? All right, now I'll pull up on a blue letter and go to Revelation 13 and 18. So they can see it.
All right, we're gonna pause it. Now let's see if they deal with this, man. Let's see what, cause really you can't. It's like, how can you run from this, man? You got to deal with the 600, which is the Kai, fuck it. I ain't gonna jump it. We're gonna get into the precepts. I ain't jumping it, but the Kai represents what? You know, all. For all, man. You know, the Most High ain't for all. He only for Israel, man. But like with this whole Christian doctrine, or the Christ, which ain't a coincidence, you know, with the New Testament is written with the Greek, all right? And they push Jesus, Christ, man. Which Jesus has nothing to do with the name Yahweh Shai. Has no valid translation of the name Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, nothing to do. All right, Christ, but you know, today's age, the Christian church, they say what? Everybody can be saved. All for all. Which, you know that whole doctrine, man. You know, all come. All nations can be saved. The Lord loves all. He doesn't hate. All right. That Easter, that Christmas spirit, man. All right. The doctrine of devils. Okay. What you read about with the church of Thyatira, that woman Jezebel, it goes into it how what is it? Let me get it. I can go to it right now. I don't need to run from nothing. We ain't running from nothing, man. We'll get right into it. All right, that woman Jezebel, we're gonna get to it. Right here, this is what we want. All right, it says the symbolic name of a woman, which this is a spirit, right? Of a woman who pretended to be a prophetess and who addicted to antinomianism, which that's the woman. What does that mean? Claim Christian liberty of eating things sacrificed to idols. So we're gonna look this up. Okay. Here it is. Antinomianism, relating to the view that Christians are released by grace from the obligation of observing the moral law. You can't make this up. Now, don't this sound like today and age Christian church? Okay, because that's that spirit of Christ today, or that Kai, all, that spirit of all, which the 600, the Kai, all right, the number of the beast, that has nothing to do with the Christian church. All right, that's something totally different, but it's similar in the sense of the spirit of the Greek word Christ, which is the Kai, which that literally means everybody. That 600, that Kai, is meaning everybody. Now, what is everybody and what? This is why you got that NWO, all right, that Georgia Guidestones, and we're gonna get to it, man. But this is something just to go into, all right, just to get a brief understanding. I feel this video might be an hour long and some change, but it is what it is, man. Okay, it is what it is. All right. Shit's a lot. Let me see. All right, Scroll Klein, we got the understanding. Let me see. I probably can get another one. It probably tell you better right here. Antinomianism is any view which rejects laws or legalism and argues against moral, religious, or social norms, or is at least considered to do so. The term both religious and secular meanings in some Christian belief systems. Antinomianism is one who takes the principle of salvation by faith and divine grace to the point of asserting that the saved are not bound to follow the moral law contained in the Ten Commandments. So, and they try to throw the Ten Commandments. No. It's 613 commandments that you follow to the best of your ability through the faith of Yahweh Shah. All right? And you follow that in the spirit, man. You walk in the spirit and not in the flesh. You see? But giving yourself over to eating things of unclean things, how is that walking? That's one of the easiest commandments to follow, man. All right? Don't willfully eat unclean things. If you can't do that, you're in the flesh, man. You gotta mortify the flesh. You see? All right, and there's other things out there. But this literally describing Christians inside out, the whole Christian doctrine, Christianity. This is describing Christianity to a T, and that's that word, that chai, the Kai, all right, which is what Christ. Christianity or following Christ involves everybody, man. Okay, so you see the similarities there. So that's what the 600. The Kai, that's what that stands for, man. So you already know that's off. Anything that's similar to Christianity in a way of when you involve the Kai, which the Kai involves, the Kai is in the Christianity. All right, if you want to get to it, the number of Christianity is 600, is the Kai. Let's put that out there. The number of the beast has the Kai, which is the 600, and the number of Christianity has the 600. Now the Christianity and the beast are not the same. Now Christianity is pushed. It's part of this man's it's part of his his image to a point where the blasphemy, the beast blasphemized with Christianity, putting painting up guys as white men, all that. But as far as the number, nah, man. Okay, but they both have the 600 in them. Now, when we get to let's jump to Chi, man. When we get to 60, now we dealing with something. So 600 represents all. 60 is the Chi. Now, this is interesting. I found the new currency, that's gonna involve the stigma, the buying and the selling. The new currency, what is the Ethereum? All right, the Ethereum, its symbol, okay, the symbol is XI, which is the Chi, which is the 60, the Ethereum. Now I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna pull it up. But the XI, the Chi, its symbol is Ethereum symbol, which is the crypto, which is literally gonna be Ethereum is more than crypto. It's a way for economy. It's a new way of how the economy is gonna be run. It's gonna be ran through Ethereum. Okay, you can buy a thing, man. It's so much, but crypto, it's like a little form of currency. Ethereum is a form of currency, but it's also a way. It changes the way the economic world is gonna be ran, and its symbol is the Chi. Now, the word Ethereum or ether, right? Because when you go into it, it has Ethereum, or for short, ether or ether. Now, ether represents what? It's a word for what? Sky, the outer ozone level, heaven. All right, so like heaven. Okay. And this is all Chi, man. This is the Chai, Salaki. This is the Chai, or the Chi, whatever you want to say. Chai, Chi. No, it's Chi, Salaki. This is the Chai, Salaki. Now this is the Chai. You got the Chi is the 600. The Chai is the 3 score. That's the 60. All right. And the Chai is the way money is gonna be ran through. It's gonna be ran through the Ethereum, or the ether, or the ether, which is the Chai, man. Now, that is that represents their kingdom, their paradise. All right, the kingdom of Satan, if you will, because there's a kingdom of Israel. All right, and I don't want to jump the gun, but it's something that got to be said, and I'm gonna prove it through through the scriptures, going into it, because we gotta destroy the lies, man. All right, but the Chai is ultimately to cultivate you. All right, they want to bring you to their heaven. So this is a false form of paradise. All right, this is their ether. All right, this is their paradise. All right, the Chai. Okay, and then the stigma. All right, that's the token. So that's your token to get into their false, or their imposter form of a kingdom. Because if you know anything about Amalek, the Zionist Jews, they want to run the NWO from Jerusalem, which ultimately the Most High is going to do that during the Great Reset. The script talk about the laws going to be ran, issued out from Jerusalem, because that's going to be the headquarters of the earth. Well, see, these devils, they want to do that what the Most High do, but the opposite. You see? So the number of the beast, which is Chi, Chai, stigma, all right, the Chai is for all. This is the NWO. This is for everybody. Everybody. This is why it says he calls it all. He calls them all to take it. That's come with the what? That comes with the Chi, or Christ, if you will. Christ, Chi. All right, it's one and the same. 600, man. That's for everybody. That's the doctrine of everybody can be saved through this stigma, man. Through this the digital tag, man. All right, And the kingdom of the paradise is the ether. All right, the ether is going to change how it's a false sense of hope, eliminate all of debt, and bring a whole new form of an economic world system. And that's the ether, the ether or the etherium, which is the chai, man. That's the 60. That's to cultivate you up until they want to cultivate you, man. They want to cultivate everybody through this digital tag, all right, and plug you in ultimately to the they call it the metaverse, the matrix, all right, to this new digital world system, man. Okay, and this is what this is all about, man. All right, not what these guys are talking about, and I just had to say it, man. And I'm gonna bring it out. Not what these guys are saying, and I'm gonna have to just stop this and make a part 2. You know. Yeah, man. I might have to stop this like part 2, but not what these guys are saying, man. You know, and Salaki, you know, I'm definitely gonna bring out, because I said what I had to say, and I'm gonna let these guys finish talking in the next one. Okay, I'm gonna let these guys finish talking in the next one, and we're gonna just fully obliterate the lies, man. Okay, because the number of the beast, which is 600, has to do with Kai, salvation for everybody. All right, Chai is the digital paradise, man. The digital kingdom. They want to cultivate you to the ether, man. The what is called the Ethereum. All right, and the symbol for the Ethereum or the Aether is the Chai, man. The exile, it's the Chai, the 60, the 3 score, man. All right, and that stigma, which is physical, involves stabbing, cutting, poking, etching, staking. All right, it's the stigma, man. They gonna cut you. All right, they gonna cut you into this thing, man. All right, they gonna put that digital tag into you, and that's their token for everybody to enter into their paradise, man. And this ultimately this was all about. They want to plug you forever into this matrix. All right, this is what the metaverse is about. This is what that matrix is about, man. All right, and those that got the ears, the eyes and the ears to see and hear, you know, those, you know, let the Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, be with you, man, because this is all too real, and these people have no clue what's about to take place, man. Okay, and this is why John said, I'm gonna end off with this. I'm gonna have to get a part 2, but this is why John said what he said, man. This is the wisdom that you have with the proper understanding to understand what to understand what the mark is, to understand, because when you understand, because if you fully understand a number, then you can understand the mark, okay? Because the mark is the mark is not the full number. The mark is part of the number, and that's the 6. That's the stigma. All right, that's the charagma, the karax. That's just the 6. That's just part of it. But in order to be up in the NWO, to be fully in it, because you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The only way to be in it, their straight gate, the only way to enter into their gate is by taking that stigma, man, that digital tag, which is going to plug you into the Aether, the Ethereum. All right, this new way of digital world economics. All right, and it's for everybody, man. You see, now let me go to Revelation 13. This is Revelation 13 and 15. All right, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? And that image is what? The NWO, man. This world system, man. Okay, this world system. And the number, it summarizes it up for you. It summarizes you what they're trying to do. This is why John says what he says. All right, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Right? That cause of all is going to what? It's going to that Kai, the 600. You see? This is a salvation for everybody. All right, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads. Now, this is that what? That stigma. This is that stigma, man. Okay? And that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. It says that no man might buy or sell to say if he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? Here's wisdom. Let him have understanding, count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, and who is that man? You know, the man of sin, the man of perdition, man, the physical counterpart of Satan. All right, Edom, man. All right, in the flesh, in the spirit, man. Okay, that whole Caesar Borgia, that you know, this man ultimately he pushed his form of a savior, of Messiah, you know, which is Christ. You know, Christianity. You know, which was only the start of the beginning, you know, that false doctrine, you know, for all, for everybody. You know, well, the 600 is the Chi. All right. The 70 is the Chi, and the 6 is the stigma. All right. And ultimately, the stigma is the token to get into the kingdom. Right. The mark is the token, which allows you to get into, plugs you into the kingdom. You know, the kingdom of Edom, the kingdom of Satan, that paradise, which is the Chi, all right, in the Salaki, which is the Chi, right, and the Chi is for everybody. Anybody can do it, man. Everybody, for everybody, all. You see. But I'm gonna start right there. I'm gonna rest right there. I'm coming back with a part 2. All right. Giving our praise to Yahweh Shema. Shalom to Shalom.